Welcome to Tenerife, the largest and most populous of Canary Islands, with its landmass spanning 2,034 square kilometers, or 785 square miles. The whole island is initially formed from three separate volcanic islands, which forms the Tenerife's extreme west, east, and south edges. These three later on fused to create the big island we currently see and love to visit. The Tenerife is known for its beautiful valleys, white and black sand beaches, beautiful nature, and as an island in which you can see 4 different seasons in one full day. While booking a stay in Tenerife, I would personally recommend staying in the northern part of the island. I recommend that because once you land, you'll be embraced by the desert-like nature of the south part of the island, where you won't be able to see that much vegetation and foliage around. Instead, you'll be greeted by the rocky valleys and plains of Tenerife. While driving north, you'll slowly be able to see the natural change in nature from deserty areas into tropical-like surroundings. Both times of my visit to Tenerife, I stayed in the northern part in the resort city of Puerto de la Cruz, and I've been plenty happy both times. On this video, I'll talk about different activities and places to visit when staying in Puerto de la Cruz. I would recommend to reserve breakfast and dinner at the hotel you're staying in, and dine in the lunchtime in one of the restaurants in the area. That way, you can experience the local foods and delicacies while admiring the local architecture and/or scenery. When you arrive and register in the hotel, you will be greeted by the tropical plants and a warm ocean breeze. While waiting for dinner on your arrival day, mind you, if you arrive in the middle of the day, you can take a stroll through the promenade and sit down and rewind after a long flight near the historical chapel of Ermita de San Telmo, and grab a scoop or two of ice cream from the nearby ice cream shop called Heladeria San Telmo, where meringued milk ice cream is a must-try for all the cinnamon and clove flavor lovers. This ice cream parlor specializes in ice cream served on freshly baked cinnamon-infused ice cream cones. For the history geeks, I'd recommend the Archaeological Museum of Puerto de la Cruz, and for the art lovers, the Museum of Contemporary Art Eduardo Westerdahl. If you ever find yourself hungry, do visit restaurant El Bajío. It offers some great customer service, with relatively low prices and tasty foods. If you're into steaks, then you should take a visit to Longo Steakhouse. By the description of the reviews, it is definitely a great place to enjoy some steaks. While on the second or the first day, please make sure to contact the local tour agencies for you to book an excursion to the most beautiful places in Tenerife. We personally recommend Alexander Tour. He speaks multiple languages but struggles a bit with English, but don't fret, his translation app does a great job of translating every single part of the information he says. While leaving for this excursion, do make sure to bring a jacket and a coat, because it does get more chilly the higher up you go, especially on Mount Teide. And make sure to bring and take motion sickness pills, because this journey will involve driving through a bit of serpentines. While on this tour, you will make a stop at the local restaurant. For 2 people, we'd recommend that you take a stewed goat meat, avocado salad, and papas arrugadas, which are Canarian potatoes. This will fully feed 2 people without any food waste. This journey is a great place to take iconic pictures or to even pop the question in the picturesque scenery of Teide volcano. This trip takes up the whole day, so make sure to leave early, that way you can make the most out of your time and visit more places. An excursion definitely worth the price. When planning your excursion days, Make sure to fan them out, that way you could rest a bit between bigger outings. Another one of the bigger outings is visiting the Laura Park, which is known for having the biggest parrot collection, its animal shows, wildlife research, and conservation efforts. Make sure to catch the first train from Puerto de la Cruz, or if you're living in the western part of the city, you could take a hike to the park yourself. That way, you won't miss the shows that are organized in the first half of the day. If you'd like to take a swim in the ocean, then I have a few suggestions of beaches where you can take a dip. If you're staying in the eastern part of the city, then the easier beach to reach would be Playa de San Telmo, or if you're living in the western part, then it would be better to go to Playa de Castillo. The latter is better because it's not surrounded by cliffs, and it's more resembling a normal beach. If you're living in the eastern part and you want to go to the beach just to tan, then it's okay to go to Playa Martínez. But be careful, because this beach has a lot of rocks when entering the water, and it may hurt your feet. Despite the pebbly beachfront, the coast of Playa Martínez is loved by surfers because of constant big waves in this beach. So if you love to surf, I would definitely recommend you Playa Martínez. On one of the days when you like to sightsee, you could visit Jardin Botanical Park and Park Taoro, but be warned that to reach these places you will need to trek up the hill, but the views that you will see will be worth the hike. Jardin Botanico is an amazing botanical park, which has a lot of variety of ficus trees besides all the other varieties of trees and plants. While strolling through this park you may see QR codes, which you can scan and a voice audio will pop up in your phone browser. The audio will give a lot of information about that variegation of tree, the year it was imported, and other interesting facts. After leaving the Yarden Botanical Park, you may go to Park Toro, which has an amazing, iconic view of all of the Puerto de la Cruz. If you love nature and you love orchids, then you have to visit the Sitio Litra Garden, which is famous for its variety of orchids. On this park, you may take a leisurely walk admiring the native plants. The park also hosts a koi fish pond and a local star iguana named Nelson, who was thrown over the wall while he was still small, thus having a broken tail and having lost his leg. He loves eating hibiscus flowers that are growing nearby, and he surely loves pets. While in this park, you can sit down in the cafe that is inside it to relax while absorbing the beautiful nearby botanical scenery. While walking up the stairs to the Sitio Litra garden, don't miss your chance to take beautiful photos in the alleyway, because the stairs combined with the angle of the sun makes beautiful photos. I hope this informative guide to Tenerife will ease your decision-making process when thinking of staying in Tenerife. If you like this type of video, do be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe to see more videos of this or similar format.